Last winter, on a frozen river in Alaska, a mother bald eagle faced a choice no creature should ever face. Her mate was gone, her 2 chicks were starving, and the worst ice storm in a decade was rolling in over the mountains, turning the sky the color of steel. She had no one to help her, no second chance. What she did over the next 3 days is the reason this story exists. Because this bird, America's bird, refused to let go. Meet the bald eagle. With a wingspan stretching over 7 feet and eyes 8 times sharper than a human's, she is one of the most powerful hunters in all of North America. From a mile away, she can spot a single fish breaking the surface of the water. For 30 years, eagles like her have ruled this river valley, gliding above the pines like shadows with wings. But out here, power alone doesn't guarantee survival. The mountains don't care how strong you are. They only ask one question again and again. How badly do you want to live? This is her story. High in an old cottonwood tree sits her nest, 6 feet wide, built over 8 long years, weighing more than a full-grown man. It's the same nest she returns to every single spring. Inside it now, 2 fluffy gray chicks, just 5 weeks old, wait for food, their eyes barely open to the world. For weeks, she and her mate worked as a perfect team. He hunted the river. She guarded the nest. Together they were unstoppable. Until one cold morning, he simply didn't come back. No one knows why. A storm, a rival eagle, a hunter, an accident on the ice. The river keeps its secrets, and it never gives them back. Now every meal, every threat, every long freezing night, it all falls on her alone. Hunting alone changes everything. She can't leave the chicks unguarded for long. Hungry ravens circle the moment she lifts off the branch, waiting for the chance. So she hunts in short, desperate bursts, always racing back before the shadows close in. She dives at the river and misses. She climbs, circles, and dives again and misses again. The fish are sinking deeper as the water slowly turns to ice above them. By the 3rd day alone, she has caught just 1 small salmon, barely enough to keep 2 growing chicks alive. They cry through the freezing night, and on the horizon, that steel gray sky is growing darker by the hour. The storm arrives at dusk, and it arrives with fury. Winds over 60 miles an hour slam through the valley, bending the trees like blades of grass. Freezing ice raincoats every branch, every needle, every feather. Most birds flee for shelter or hide deep in the forest. She does neither. She spreads her wings over the nest like a living shield and locks her talons into the branches. A grip so powerful it can crush solid bone. All through the night, the great tree groans and sways beneath her. Branches snap and crash to the ground below. But she doesn't move a single inch. And beneath her wings, 2 tiny hearts keep beating, warm and safe. But the storm isn't the only danger the darkness brings. In the black of night, a great horned owl, the silent assassin of the northern forest, drops down onto a branch just above the nest. Owls hunt eagle chicks. She knows this in her bones. She can't see him clearly through the driving sleet, but she can feel him there, watching. Slowly she rises, spreads her wings to their full 7 feet, and screams into the storm. The owl lunges, talons first, aiming for the nest. She twists in the dark and strikes back with everything she has, and feathers explode into the wind. A heartbeat later, the owl vanishes into the night. She's bleeding now, 1 wing torn, but the nest is safe. Her chicks are safe. By morning, the storm has finally passed, but it has left the river almost completely frozen. Only 1 narrow channel of open water remains, fast and deep and dangerous. And there, Holding steady in the current, she spots a large salmon. It's too heavy for her. Somewhere deep down, she knows it's too heavy. But the chicks haven't eaten in far too long, so she dives anyway. Her talons lock into the fish, and instantly it drags her down into the freezing water. Now, here's something most people don't know about bald eagles. They can swim. Using her massive wings like a pair of oars, she rows through the ice-cold current, refusing to release her grip, fighting for every inch, until at last her feet touch the gravel of the bank. Soaked, exhausted and half frozen, she drags the heavy salmon up the shore, steam rising off her body in the cold morning air. And then she does what mothers do. She gathers her strength, lifts that fish, and flies it home. That single salmon, nearly half her own body weight, feeds her chicks for 2 full days. Scientists who study these birds call it the fatal grip. Once an eagle truly commits to something, its talons physically lock in place. But watching this mother rise from the ice, you start to wonder if it's more than just anatomy. Maybe some creatures simply never learned how to give up. The weeks pass, and slowly the world warms. The ice melts from the branches, the river runs free again, and the 2 little gray chicks grow into 2 young eagles, dark, fierce, and restless to fly. Then comes the moment every eagle parent works toward. The older chick steps to the very edge of the nest, spreads a pair of wings that have never once touched the sky, and jumps. He drops, wobbles, nearly falls, and then, at the last second, catches the wind and soars. His sister follows just a day later, braver and smoother, and their mother watches it all from a branch above them, thinner now, scarred, still missing feathers from a night she will carry with her forever. But she did it, against everything, alone. The bald eagle isn't just a symbol on a flag or a coin. It's a survivor that came back from the very edge of extinction, from just 400 nesting pairs in the 1960s to more than 70,000 soaring across the skies today. And in that frozen Alaskan valley, one mother showed us exactly why. Because true strength was never about avoiding the ice. It's about refusing to let go once you're already in it. If this story moved you, subscribe to Wild Survival Diaries and tell us in the comments below, which animal story should we tell next?